So I said I would. Oh, I was sitting right. I've been sitting here getting grounded. And I didn't even realize I was sitting right in front of a bloom. I mean, beautiful flowers. This comes up with these beautiful purple flowers. I didn't realize it was starting to bloom. It's so exciting. So exciting. So happy, oh my goodness, happy Monday. I do want to take you guys through a grounding ritual today. Not ritual, but just to sit down. The ground is muddy, and I have no shoes. The ground is muddy because we had a bunch of rain yesterday, and I think we're supposed to get some more, which is good. Mother Earth needs it, and we're it's like a little chilly here. For me, I am a self-professed cold wuss. Uh-oh, am I? Oh my gosh, I hope you can hear me. I am a self-professed cold wuss, and I love the crisp weather. I just don't like to be cold. So I prefer I don't mind to be out here. I just prefer to have my sweater because, like I say, I'm a wuss. So it's 4:30, and I wanted to come and do our cards of the week. I thought if I posted it and said, hey, come and join me, that it would be easier for some of you who I know like to get in here when I'm live, like really live, that it would be easier for some of you to hop in here. So hopefully you can do that. I want to take us through a grounding ritual. So I keep saying that, not a ritual, but just a little bit of a meditation before we get into the cards. I want to, so many people have asked me about my personal grounding. And so I'm going to, look, this is the ground. Let me switch the camera. So there it is. It's the ground and my toes. Okay. So you guys, it's not complicated, and it's just about intention. I really do. I put my hands to the ground. I don't need to touch the ground. I just put my hands to the ground. Okay, and I just have my hand to the ground, so that anything that's coming out of me does not need to be with me as going into the ground. And so I'm standing with my feet about shoulder width apart, and like I said, the ground's a little squishy because it's still a little wet. And so I'm standing with my feet about shoulder width apart, and I'm just going to close my eyes. I'm going to take a deep breath, okay? And you can do this with me. So just in through the nose, out through the mouth, and you just put your tongue on the roof of your mouth, because when you do that, it occupies your left brain. Your left brain is your logic, okay, and your right brain is your mystic. So when you put your tongue on the roof of your mouth, it gives your left brain something to think about, because it's like, stay on the roof of your mouth, stay on the roof of your mouth. Okay, and so you want to just put your tongue on the roof of your mouth. You don't have to like, okay, just just gently there. And I have my hand, like I said, palm to the ground. And just close your eyes and just take a deep breath in through the nose. And our inclination is to bring our shoulders up. So try not to do that, okay? And as we go up, and as you exhale, let your shoulders drop. Tongue on the roof of your mouth. Exhale, drop. And I feel like in the shower, if you were to stand this way in the shower with your hand facing down, that the water would come off your body and run down your fingertips and go into the bottom of your shower. And that's what I'm feeling like. So one more time, we inhale, eyes closed if you're still safe to do so. And exhale. And now I'm going to visualize this beautiful divine light coming from above, the light of love, divine love, to come, and it's going to wrap me up in this beautiful cone of light, and love. Should I turn so you can have my beautiful tree behind me? And look at this beautiful cone of light and love, and the light is coming down. It's coming right through my crown chakra, and it's coming down, and it's filling up my entire vessel of my body, and it's also filling up a bubble around me of light and love and just beautiful sparkly light of whatever color that you want. And once I have my whole body filled up with that light from above, and I feel like I'm in this bubble of beautiful divine sparkly light, I want to start to ask the bubble to move, the sparkles to move. I want them to move counterclockwise. So going in front of you, that's from right to left, counterclockwise. Counterclockwise clears energy, and I want to ask the energy to move. And it's moving, it's moving, it's moving. And so the bubble, the energy that's in me and around me, it begins to move in this counterclockwise direction. The bubble is moving and everything is moving, and anything that does not serve my highest and best good is getting pulled away from me, pulled off of me onto this swirling vortex, this tornado of sparkly light. And when I feel I'm ready, when I feel I'm really ready, I'm going to count us 3 back in my mind, and I'm going to count, and the vortex is going to flush, just drop right into Mother Earth. So the vortex is spinning, and anything that doesn't serve me is pulling off and into the vortex and coming away from me, releasing, and I'm being mindful of where in my body do I feel it's being released. Is it coming out of my heart? It's coming out of my throat, my solar plexus, my sacral chakra. Where is it being pulled? Where do I feel that energy being pulled off of me? I feel that coming off of me. I'm doing a grounding meditation, Kuma. So as that circle of light, that vortex of light is spinning around me in a counterclockwise direction, at the count of 3, I'm going to release it to the earth. 3, 2, 1, it's spinning and it just drops to the earth, just drops to the earth. And now it has fertilized Mother Earth. All the things that no longer serve me, that I don't need, they are fallen to the earth and they are into the ground, fertilizing Mother Earth. And now I visualize 3 beautiful, bright green, emerald green vines coming up out of the ground, and they're wrapping gently around my legs, around my lower legs, just up to the knee. And I think it's important, I do 3 because I want that tripod of protection. I want that balance. I find I don't feel grounded enough when I do just 2 vines. So 3 beautiful vines that come up and they wrap around my legs, just emerald green. And when they get to my knees, and they're not restrictive, they're not tight, they're not hurting me, they're support, they're love, they're Mother Earth love. And then these amazing flowers start to bloom and just blossom on my knees. And it is such a beautiful feeling to know that I am connected to the earth. I am grounded with Mother Earth, and I'm visualizing this connection that goes from the green vines that grab my legs and hold me grounded to Mother Earth, straight up through my chakras, right up into switching to the divine light, like a ombre of the color, switching to the divine light and going right up into the sky, connecting me with the divine, connecting me from above and below, keeping me grounded, keeping me connected with all that is with divine love, but keeping me connected to Mother Earth. And so we'll take one more deep breath in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. As I exhale, one more time, deep breath in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then we sit down. Hi, you're so sweet. Thank you so much. So I sit back down by my beautiful tree, Nakama. I love my tree, my beautiful tree. If you missed the beginning of the video, I gave you a little tour of my tree. And so we have questions today. If you have questions that you want to ask, go ahead and type them in the comments. I'll do my best to answer. And then I also have our cards for the week. I have our cards. And anybody that mentions anything about my gray hair does not get their question answered. So I pulled the cards, and the first card that was really just jumping out at me when I was shuffling the cards was the one that says take a break. And I just love that because, you know, it's a little irony because we're all taking a break right now. Except this is not a vacation. This is stressful, you guys. And people are like freaking out and worrying about lots of different things. And so while we may all be on furlough and we may all be, sitting at home doing nothing or watching too much Netflix, take a break from the worry, take a break from the stress, take a break, go outside, walk around, get your feet in the grass. I gotta tell you, even though my grass isn't so green right now because it's really hot here it's really dry here in the winter, and our rainy season is just now starting, so we're gonna get lots of rain, so my grass will come back. But even in putting your feet in the grass and just getting your feet to the earth, your bare feet to the earth if you can, and really just taking a break, quieting the mind, and focus on the breath. And people say, oh, I can't meditate. You know what, you guys? Meditation is just focused breathing. So when you're meditating, it's just literally tongue on the roof of your mouth, breathe in through your nose, breathe out through your mouth. Tongue on the roof of your mouth, breathe in through your nose, breathe out through your mouth. And that's it, you guys. And literally just focusing on your breath. And when thoughts come in your head, because this is where we get stuck with meditation, we get thoughts come in our head and we're like, oh, I suck, I can't do it. And this is not an energy that serves anyone's highest and best good, because we don't suck, we're awesome. But to have that, and we say, no, I'm not worrying about laundry right now. I've got my tongue on my roof of the mouth, in through my nose, out through the mouth. Did I do that wrong? Tongue on the roof of my mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay. And so we focus where we just bring our focus back to the breath. We don't need to get ourselves all in a snit. I can't do it. I'm not doing it right. Just try and set a timer for maybe 2 minutes. Then set a timer for 4 minutes and work yourself up, because you know what, you guys, controlling your thoughts, this is a muscle, just like your muscles, like you're doing your muscles. Okay. This is a muscle. I'm doing this. No one can see it. So over there, muscles. Okay. So this is your muscle. You have to teach it. You have to teach your brain how to do this. Teach yourself how to do the meditation, how to quiet your mind. And with practice, just like anything, with practice, it gets easier. So take a break. Give yourself a break from the worry, from the stress. Give yourself a break from the news. Give yourself a break. Okay, so this is really important for our mental health and our energy. So tomorrow is going to be the full moon, the pink supermoon. It's the first supermoon of 2020. It's going to be outstanding. And if you can watch it, if you can go outside and just let some of that earth, some of that moon glow get all over you. If you've got crystals and things that need to be cleared, it's a great time to put them outside tomorrow night. And just stand out there and look at the moon and absorb the moon and the beauty of it, and just really allow that beautiful moon energy to wash over you. So the next card was our ever unfolding rose, which I love because it says it's happening for you, not to you. And we've talked about this before, that it's not about the universe. Oh, woe is me. Why is all this stuff always happen to me? It's not about to me. It's about for me. Everything that's happening is for my benefit. It may not feel like my benefit today, but it always is for my benefit. And it's for something that is for my benefit in the long run. It is for my benefit. So allow that. The universe is not done with you yet. The universe is not done with any of us yet. And all of this drama that is going on right now, this will pass, and there will be blessings in it for all of us if we are willing to listen, to look, and to welcome the blessings. Because some people are always going to stay in the muck. Some people are always going to stay in the negative. They're only going to see the negative. They're not going to see anything else, and they're not going to. So those blessings are going to be there. The signs for the blessings are going to be there, and they're going to miss them. So it's so important that we are remembering that this is happening for us, for our planet, for our society. It's time for our communities to understand people over profit and possibility over profit. It's possible for us as humans to do anything. Possibility over anything. People over profit. Possibility over profit. All of this is happening for us to learn something as a society, to learn something as Mother Earth, to learn something and evolve as humans. This is a blessing for us. It doesn't feel like it right now, and it's scary. It's scary and sad, and it's stressful, but it has gifts in it, and I will keep saying that. I will keep saying that. So get grounded. And I love this. This is one of the reasons I wanted to make sure that we did a grounding meditation together today. Get grounded, okay? Because when we can connect with nature, we connect with our higher self, is so much easier for us to hear the guidance that Mother Earth and the spirits and our angels and our guides are trying to share with us when we can quiet this and we can really listen with this, the heart. We listen. We listen with the third eye, we see, and with the heart, we listen. Okay, and it makes a huge difference, because if we're only listening with this and the news and the people, it's very stressful. So getting grounded, getting quiet, having that time with nature, standing in the nature, standing feet apart, even if it's just in your own front yard. And yes, my neighbors are walking by, walking their dogs and doing whatever. They've kind of gotten used to seeing me out here. I don't think they look at me too strangely anymore. And you know what? I don't care, because I'm with my beautiful tree, my beautiful nakama. Oops, I'm going to turn my camera around again so you can see my beautiful nakama is blooming. Oops, wrong way. My beautiful nakama is blooming. This beautiful flower is going to open on my beautiful tree. My beautiful tree that protects my home. So my beautiful, beautiful tree. Okay, and so then the next card, because I felt called to pick 4 today instead of 3. So the next card was Priestess. And we've had this card before, and I love this because it asks us, where are we willing to stand up and lead? Where have we been called to stand up to lead? Where have we been pushed or pulled, or just, and when I say pushed and pulled, I don't mean by, a job or a parent or whatever. I mean pulled in the heart, pushed in the soul, pushed. Where am I being called to lead? Where am I being called to do something to bring light? Where am I being called to do something to help others? So this morning I called for an organization that's trying to set up food deliveries for people who are food insecure in my community. They need people to drive. I said, okay, great. What are you guys doing? What do you need? Also reached out to some of the healthcare professionals in our area and said, what do you guys need? What do you need? What can we do? As a Mary Kay director, what can I help you with products? What can I help you with my time? What can I help you in a safe way to be part of the community and to help support the people who are doing so much to support all the rest of us right now? So this is the stuff, you guys, when we get so caught up in the news, and I'm as guilty as the next person, because there are days when I'm just like, look at the TV and I'm just like, so stop doing that. So you get to watch the news once a day. You get the highlights, you get the hot story that you need to have to know what's going on with the crisis, especially in your area. I think local news right now is probably better than national news, because it's going to tell you what's going on in your own area, which is what we really need to know. And it's just to keep yourself safe, keep yourself isolated as much as you can. It's wonderful to go outside. Isolated does not mean locked in the closet. Go outside, take a walk the dog, be in the nature. Just don't be with the people, okay? You can wave to your neighbors from across the street, but you don't have to be with the people next door. I saw somebody had posted that they did a beautiful graduation party, and not a graduation party. It was like a birthday party. And all the people parked their cars like 6 feet apart on the cul-de-sac, and they brought out their lawn chairs, and they were just hanging out together but apart with their friends to celebrate a birthday. And I thought that was really marvelous, and what a beautiful way to show people we care even when we can't be together. And that's really the thing. Just because we can't be together face to face in real life doesn't mean that we stop caring. It doesn't mean we love each other any less. It means we have to love each other more. We have to love each other more. We have to love each other stronger, so that we can help lift up and support each other during this difficult time. We need to love each other more. It's easy when we see you later, I love you. It's easy. That's easy. It's harder to pick up a phone and send a text or make a phone call. Make a phone call these days is like, that's like the hardest thing we do anymore, is make a phone call, right? Like, it's so much easier to send a text. We need to reach out face to face. We need to make more of an effort to connect with the people that we want, to tell them we love them, so that they know we love them, and that there's not confusion, that they don't feel isolated and alone, and they don't feel forgotten. So it's so much easier to love each other when we can just see each other all the time. It's harder to love each other this way. We have to work harder to it. We have to let people know that we are still community. We are still family. We are still connected together. So I want to just remind you, take time for you. to get grounded. Doesn't seem like anybody has questions. So we're going to take time for you to get grounded. And if you need to rewatch this and check out the video so that you can see how to do the grounding meditation, it's just one way. This is my grounding meditation. I love it. Yes, I am going to record it. And it's just my way. And I absolutely love it. It helps me so very much. Remembering that the universe is an ever unfolding rose. The universe is not done with us yet. This is not a plague that is meant to wipe us all out. This is a plague that is meant to wake us up. This is not the meteors, they said comet killers, planet killers, where the dinosaurs were all got wiped out from the meteor, the comet that hit the earth. This is not a planet killer. This is a wake-up call. This is not a disease that is designed to wipe us out, because people are recovering. People are recovering. They're going back to their lives. So this is not a wipe out, a death sentence. This is a wake-up call, and it's so important that we look at it that way. It is a wake-up call. We must come together as community. We must come together as all of us together, Black, white, brown, Latina, Mexican, Asian, Jewish, gay, straight, all of us together. This is a wake-up call. Take a break. Take a break. Take a break. I live in Orlando in near Disney World, and I saw on the Disney food blog, they posted the recipe for Disney's churro bites. Oh my gosh, could you get anything more indulgent than churro bites? So I printed out the recipe for the churro bites, and it is, I'm so excited to make those this evening for my boys, because I think they will just get such a giggle out of that, have a little piece of the theme park in the house, but it's something fun to take a break that we can do. I wouldn't normally make churro bites, but just something fun that we can do. Leslie, you are so welcome. Mwah. Thank you for watching. Thank you for spending some time. So welcome. And then remember, you can lead. You can lead. You have a gift. You are the priestess. You are part of the leadership. You are part of the light. This is the wake-up call. It's time for all of us to love better, to love more intentionally, and to love each other. To love each other. That is what is going on. This moon that is coming, it is the super pink moon. Are you kidding? The pink moon. Pink, it's all about love. It's all about love. And so this is all about loving each other better, loving each other more through this difficult time, taking the time, reaching out to people, keeping those connections, establishing those connections. Don't let people feel abandoned. This is so much about all of us, humanity, coming together. So thank you for coming together with me and spending spending a few minutes with us. Hi, Maria. Spending a few minutes and being part of our community of light, of spreading the light and bringing people together and being part of the solution, being part of the healing. So I love you all so very much. Thank you so much for being with me. If you have questions, feel free to type them in. I'll get back and answer them. And thank you so much for spending some time with me. Be safe, be healthy, be of light, and be of good faith. Know that this too shall pass, and that this is the wake-up call, not the death knell. Bye.